Hi, my name is Rafael Zamora. I am a student from Bridgeport High School and a member of the Summer Mentoring Program of Central Avenue Betterment Association. Today we have with us Mr. Garner, who is running for Wyandotte County Mayor, CEO. Starting off with the first question today, how long have you lived in Wyandotte County for?
I've lived here all my adult life.
How are we going to connect and work with the community?
I think the best way to connect with the community is to be engaged. And engagement to me means if I'm elected your mayor, I'm somebody that's going to move to the 9th floor where the mayor's office is at City Hall, out in the community. Being engaged means showing up and interacting with the people in the community, seeing what the needs and the concerns are, good and bad, being able to take criticism. Criticism to me is how you get better, and being able to respect those criticisms and concerns that people may have, as well as looking at the things we do well and building upon those things as it relates to the perceptions people have from their unified government and the mayor's office. So it's just getting out and going to where the people are at, be it community centers, out in the public, even simple things as going into restaurants, community activities, people in their neighborhoods that just may be sitting down, may not know that I'm the mayor, getting to know them, letting them know who I am, and that I'm there to serve them, and that I want to provide them the best level of leadership and service that I can if I'm elected mayor CEO.
Okay, so before running for mayor, what kind of job did you have and what did you do to provide for the community?
I was a police officer. I started in 1987. I rose through the ranks. I retired as a deputy chief of police in 2019. Throughout my career, I did the things that police officers do early on. As I moved up to the ranks, especially when I got into management, my community engagement increased. Part of what I took pride in was connecting with the community, seeing what the community's issues were as it relates to policing, how the police department could become a better partner, how we could build bridges, and basically how we could solve problems together. My thought process is that I didn't feel it was appropriate for the police to go into communities or neighborhoods and police the community without the community. So my perception is that it was better to police with the community. And so I was a big advocate of community policing. As things went on here within the last 10 years, I was an advocate of Barack Obama's 21st Century Policing program, which really hit home the value of community policing and how police departments could better connect, work with, and meet the needs and build trust and the respect of the citizens that we serve. So a lot of that, including mentoring, supporting community events, and answering questions and making myself available to anybody that had a concern, not just about a police matter, but anything that they felt that the police department could be of value. I made myself available.
Okay, can you provide an example of when you set expectations and monitor the performance of subordinates? What guidance and direction did you find most effective?
When you talk about subordinates, number one, they need great leadership. They need direction. They need support. And they need to know that you're the type of leader that is going to hold them accountable to the expectations, which to me was the policies that were in place, and the values that reflected what we did in the police department. But then also they needed somebody that was a servant leader. Somebody that would not be afraid to get in the trenches with them, that would not so much be a manager, but a leader by encouraging, mentoring, guiding, giving good advice, and make sure that, at least I tried to make sure that the people that I worked with had the leadership, the knowledge, the training, and the resources for them to be successful. Because if they had that, it helped improve the level of service and the quality of service they provide to the community.
In your experience, what is the key to developing a good team?
A good team, you got to look at people's strengths. I had a gentleman here. His name is Chester Owens, and he's someone that I have a lot of respect for. He's an icon here in Kansas City, Kansas. And he told me and some other gentlemen that I was with one time that we were helping him. He said, we're all ignorant. We're just ignorant at different things. So basically what that meant to me, and as he mentored me, is that life is a learning experience. No matter how old you are or where you come from in life, where you sit on the socioeconomic ladder, everybody has value in their opinions, in their perceptions, in their life experiences and their knowledge. And if you respect people, part of the growth process for you as an individual is to tap into that knowledge. When you talk about building a team, you build that team based on people's strengths. And then you give them the support and the resources they need to be successful in whatever strengths they may have that can add value. And then I believe in shared success. Each one of those strengths in that team adds value, and then the team as a whole body can share from the success of the individuals.
Okay. How do you control your emotions when speaking to people or a large audience? Do you ever feel nervous or not feel confident?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes. I mean, that's a natural human trait. But the more you do it, the more comfortable you become. The more you talk to people, especially people that, well, for me, let me talk about me. If it's something I'm passionate about, something that really has a lot of value for me, the nervousness and things of that nature don't really impact me. Outside of that, I would say, if I had any advice, just look at people as people. Look at all people as being family, and you're talking to a family member, and just engage people in that regard.
So, what can be possible done to help within the community?
Repeat that question. I'm sorry.
What can be possible done to help the community?
There's a lot of things. If you're talking about from the mayor's office, I mean, there's great opportunities for the mayor to impact a lot of the goods and services, the vision for Wyandotte County, the direction that Wyandotte County goes, how that impacts certain areas of our community, leveraging resources, be it from the federal government, from organizations, or from local state governments, collaborating with regional partners to bring positive things to Wyandotte County. There's just a lot of things that the mayor's office can do as far as engaged leadership, having vision to expand opportunities and growth, and to at least facilitate a bridge and a gateway for those that want to work hard and want a better opportunity for themselves and their families to have those opportunities, and doing everything you can as a mayor to make those opportunities available. As individuals, take your pick. It goes back to, a team. And I look at, community is a team of individuals, family members that are coming together to make a better Wyandotte County, using those skills, resources, be it in business, education, whatever you have, to bear, to volunteering or mentoring, just bring those things to bear to make a Wyandotte County a better place.
Can you provide an example of a time when you successfully organized a diverse group of people to accomplish a task?
Yeah, I can name several. I was the Kansas African American Affairs Commissioner. I brought people together for a youth summit that was successful. I brought people together in that same regard to have a discussion and help facilitate juvenile detention alternatives in Wyandotte County. On the police department, that's hits home for me when you talk about finding real solutions to problems when it comes to crime and violence and how that impacts families and rallying not just police officers, but bringing community members around the table to find those solutions. And so I had an advisory board made up of community leaders and just connecting with those individuals, getting buy-in, getting recommendations, and also all of us working together in my past career, for the common good to help make a safe Wyandotte County or Kansas City, Kansas.
So, what is the most challenging part running for mayor?
The challenging part is trying to connect with as many people as you can to get your message out. It's a challenge, especially when you talk about as we slowly recover from COVID and how that's changed people's lives and how we interact, how we communicate. It can be challenging just meeting, greeting, being able to listen to people because you want to hear from the people. You want to hear what their concerns are. You want to share your message. You hope that when you share that message that it'll resonate, that it does reflect the values and what the people want from their mayor's office and in Wyandotte County. So the biggest challenge for me is just trying to find a way to connect with as many people as I can in Wyandotte County to meet them, hear their concerns, and then share my message.
Okay. Why do you want to run for mayor of Wyandotte County? And what will you commit yourself to?
I want to run for mayor for one simple reason. I love Wyandotte County, but I love people even more. It offers an opportunity for me to continue to serve. But I see that the greatest impact I have is being a unifying person. I want to be a unifier that brings this community together to address a lot of the issue, be it taxes that need to be lowered, BPU bills that need to better reflect a utility bill. When you talk about investing in the disinvested parts of our community, in my opinion, that's been overlooked. When you talk about where the resources go and you follow the money and it doesn't really lead to the areas that need the investment the most. When you talk about the lack of, in my opinion, robust youth programs, as I've talked to people across the county, some people don't know who the mayor is, unfortunately. So bringing engaged leadership, being able to connect with the people so people know who their mayor is. They know Tyron Garner, not just by name, but hopefully as many people as possible know me in person because I want to, again, make myself accessible to everybody and just find some of the solutions to the problems that exist, be it crime and violence, making sure that our firefighters and our police officers are fully funded, but then reforming criminal justice to better reflect the values of Wyandotte County and bringing crisis intervention training, expanding that, looking at mental illness and how we can better identify that and treat those people and get those people in crisis the help that they need. Finding savings, revitalizing our neighborhoods, looking at how to support small businesses and really building upon that, and entrepreneurs, working with businesses and corporations to better bridge our college kids and our kids coming from tech school and our young people, I call them kids, but to the jobs that are available there. And I think there's a lot of opportunities that are there, bringing good jobs into Wyandotte County, making sure that the development, when people want tax abatements, or companies, I should say, that they're responsible, that they pay some level of taxes that help broaden the tax base to relieve the tax burden on everyday citizens. The biggest thing is I want people to know who I am. I want to be a unifying force. I don't want people to think that what I feel Wyandotte County needs to be considered what I'd push forward. I want to be the type of mayor that really pushes the will, the needs, the values, and the request of the people forward, and make sure those things are reflected on the agenda, and have a robust debate with our elected commissioners and our administrators, and to make sure that the things that we do put into either ordinance or that we pass that are going to affect our community better reflect the will of the people. Also, try and change some of the systems to make staff and administration more accountable to the mayor and to the elected body, and put things in place to make the elected body, including myself, more accountable to the people. I think that's what the people deserve. The people I've talked to say that's what they want, and that's what I'm committed to bringing. To wrap it up, and just I know it was long, but as quick as I can. Some of the things that I know the people of Wyandotte County have told me they want.
Okay, well, thank you, Mr. Garner, for sharing your information with us.
All right.
We wish you the best of luck and a better future for Wyandotte County.
Thank you.